All right, so I'm heading out, and this is like the second month of quarantine. I still see people out here without their mask on. This is crazy. People, this is for real. This pandemic is real. I know celebrities and other people in the hood may say, oh, I don't think this is real. No, this is real, y'all. This is real. You got to protect yourselves and your children. You know, it may not be mandatory in some areas to wear your mask, but it should be mandatory in your home that if you're going out to wear your mask, have you some type of sanitizing spray in your vehicles, or even the little, squirts, whatever you want to carry. But you got to be secure. This shit is real. I go in these grocery stores and everybody running around without masks. Let me tell you something. I thoroughly wash down the stuff that I buy from the store. Because people touching all over the bell peppers and the lemons and the oranges. And I'm sorry. Those baskets, yeah, they sanitize and they're real good about that. Some of my favorite stores is real good about sanitizing. It's H-E-B, Joe B's. Hey, they are good about sanitizing. Aldi and the Whole Food Mart, yeah. You come in, they've already sanitized it. Now, some of y'all Walmarts and Fiestas. Now, Fiestas may just be in the South. I don't know where you're at, but it's a big grocery store. Y'all let people go for what they know. Y'all don't have no sanitation, nothing. And then the person that's supposed to be spraying to be out there on their phone, and the spray be sitting in the basket somewhere inside the store. People, you better protect yourselves, because this stuff is real out here. It's real. So on top of this pandemic, we have the riots going on. To the family of George Floyd, my prayers go with you, because I know what it's like to lose someone at the hands of somebody else. And it wasn't to a police officer, but it was due to black on black crime, which is something that should be addressed as well. People get mad and say, oh, don't talk about black on black crime. That's something we should handle privately. Who handle what? Who? Listen. Nobody is ever going to take the Black Lives Matter mission, slogan, purpose seriously. Because the same people that's screaming Black Lives Matter is in a community where blacks are killing blacks. Simple as that. It ain't no secret. It don't need to be handled privately. It needs to be a real discussion, whether it's going to be in your local town halls or wherever it's going to be. It needs to be a real topic. Period. That's what's wrong with black communities. We go with that old saying that says, what happens in this house stays in this house. That thinking and mentality is what made the neighborhood think, well, we can act how we want to act. They ain't going to tell nobody because they so worried about what the other people going to think. Child, listen. The other people know exactly what's going on in your neighborhood because they can see the stats. Let me tell you something. This is an app. And that app is called the Citizen app. And many of you may have it. Some of you may not. But if you ever download the Citizen app, it tells you exactly what's going on in whatever area that you're in at that time with your mobile device. You can ride no matter where you go. It's going to ding any 911 call that comes through. Cut it on in some of y'all neighborhoods. If you really want to know what's going on in your area, just because you don't see it, you think it ain't there, download that Citizen app. And I want y'all to come back to this video. I want you to comment down below how many times and what you have seen on that Citizen app in your neighborhood. And let me tell you, it don't matter where you stay, gated or ungated, it be some stuff going on. But I said all that to say that black on black crime needs to be addressed in order for other races to take you serious. You can't say, stop killing me, white cop, if you still allow Leroy to kill Levi. And then Levi get away with it. The whole hood know exactly who killed the person, but you don't want to be a snitch. Come on now. Come on now. But we're asking other officers that witness a crime to be responsible. But we're not going to be responsible when we witness a crime in our hood. We're going to keep it quiet. And then we're going to say, let the police do their job. Really? Come on now. You got to get everything aligned. You got to stand for one purpose. And you got to make sure it all connects. If you say Black Lives Matter, they should matter in your hood as well. And they should matter if it's on race or any race is taking it out. Period. Period. What makes a hood killing okay versus a cop killing not okay? Come on now. None of it is right. Me being a family member that was affected by black on black crime, the pain is the same. So say their name. Because they died at the hands of somebody else, which was hatred. You got to actually have hatred and a demon in you to kill someone and be able to go home and go to sleep about it. Baby, let me tell you something. That goes beyond thugs in the hood. Okay? So, once again, black on black crimes need to be addressed, as well as racially motivated crimes need to be addressed. But you cannot keep screaming about black on black crime and white don't matter. It's just when the whites kill. Because guess what? Last year and the year before that, I witnessed 3 females being killed live on Facebook by men who shot them with guns in their heads on 3 different occasions. Now, nobody marched or protested about that, did they? No. Nobody cared that this was becoming a trend of females, or even domestic violence, period, was on the rise in our communities. These were black men that took the lives of black women, and all of them left children behind. There wasn't a march. There wasn't a protest. There wasn't ongoing media coverage. There was no funds or trust funds or GoFund set up for those children that were left behind. It was just, it happened. And the world saw it. It went millions and millions, and people shared and shared and shared and shared, but no one did nothing. But let's turn the table. Let's change the narrative. Had it been a white man behind each of those 3 women, and he would have shot them in the head live on Facebook, we'd have been protesting then, right? We'd have been rioting then, right? We'd have been angry then, right? What's the difference? I'm sick of this in-house private talk we need to have. These crimes are happening publicly, and they need to be addressed publicly. The same way we're addressing police brutality, we need to address black on black crime if you want them to take your Black Lives Matter seriously. But as always, like I always tell people, these are just my thoughts. You know, I always ask people to comment below. Subscribe so you can keep up with me. You know, like it if you with it. Dislike it if you're not. But always comment and let me know your view. Because you might be one of those people that think we shouldn't talk about Black Lives Matter. Let's only focus on the white people killing us. But to tell you the truth, when black on black crimes happen, you helping the Klan. That's just one less they have to worry about. So build up your communities. Identify your community leaders. Join in together and have civic meetings, community meetings, town hall meetings. Get your local representatives that you have voted in, whether you mistakenly did it or you did it on purpose. Get your representatives out at these meetings. Let them know your community concerns. Bridge together the gap between the local police officers in your community. Encourage people that look like you to join the police force so you can see more of you in your community. This is the power you have. You have a whole lot of power, more than just burning down some damn buildings or marching. You got a lot of things you can do, but you got to want to do it. You got to plan, prioritize what is important, list your demand, list the reason why these demands are needed, set some mobilization into action, and get the change on the way. Be a part of the change you want to see. Give the world a different light to see that there has been some evolving. Come on, thugs. Let's put on our suits and let's change this shit. As always, stay virtually connected, stay clean, stay healthy, stay powerful.